We thank you for tuning in to the special presentation of Civic Center TV and The Splash Live. I'm Tyler Kieft in our studio in West Bloomfield Township. We are breaking into programming with a very special announcement coming from West Bloomfield High School. Now, we don't know exactly what this announcement is going to be. We're going to find out along with you when they're all ready to get going on site for that announcement. So it's an exciting time at West Bloomfield High School. Of course, sports seasons are transitioning. We've had a successful year with so many different athletes and student accomplishments. If you've watched a recent school board meeting, these kids are so impressive and they're doing so many things in their school, and there's a million projects in the West Bloomfield School District as we speak that are making a huge impact. We go now live to that special announcement from West Bloomfield High School with Dave Scott.
Civic Center TV, we are here live at West Bloomfield High School. An hour or so ago, my phone rang, and the news was shared with me that there is a very, very special announcement that is going to be happening here at West Bloomfield High School. Principal of West Bloomfield High School, Eric Pace, is making his way to the stage. I got to turn around and look, and any moment, and you see a lot of students here, something exciting is about to happen. Let's send it up to the stage now, and Eric Pierce, the principal of West Bloomfield High School.
4 seconds. That's fine. Good kids. All right. Shh.
All right. Hello, West Bloomfield High School students and staff. Thanks for joining us here for a little surprise, but we have a very exciting announcement to make. And for right now, I'd like to introduce to you the director of the MASSP, Miss Wendy Zebb.
Everyone, super excited to be with you here today at West Bloomfield High School. Thank you to the West Bloomfield Board of Education and also to your superintendent, Ms. Bazzi, and to all of you that came out of your classes today to join us for this very exciting announcement. I'm the executive director of the Michigan Association of Secondary School Principals, and I'm here today to celebrate and announce that Susie Aisner, West Bloomfield Assistant Principal, is Michigan's Assistant Principal of the Year.
As you see in the foreground, Susie Aisner walking up to the stage to get that special honor. We had her on the Splash Live, where she talked about that recently, just earlier on this week, and now getting the official award and hug from Wendy Zebb.
This is definitely one of the perks of my job is I get to go around and make these presentations to our middle school and our high school administrators of the year. And it's also amazing that Susie's family was able to join us today, so I'm sure she is completely floored, which is super fun. Many of you already know some of these things that I'm going to say, but she's, Mrs. Aisner is not just an administrator, but she's a transformative leader. Over her 29 years in education, including 11 as an administrator, she's made an extraordinary impact on West Bloomfield High School. I think she probably started making her impact when she was a student here. From leading a comprehensive audit of grading and scheduling systems to spearheading social emotional learning initiatives, her work has created a lasting change. Her colleagues describe her as a systems thinker and a compassionate leader. Students value her approachability and her trust as a true advocate. One student beautifully summed it up in the application. Mrs. Aisner is a natural leader who makes everyone feel seen and supported. Susie's work has fostered a culture of inclusivity, equality, and equity and excellence at West Bloomfield High School. She has helped to create an environment where both staff and students thrive. This recognition by MASSP and her upcoming representation of Michigan at the national level is a testament to exceptional contributions that she's made to West Bloomfield High School and beyond. On behalf of MASSP, you know, this award isn't just selected by principals. We also have our student council students have a committee that also are involved in selecting this. So it's really, truly a statewide honor. The level of applications we get and the quality of administrators that we get in the application process is amazing. So for Mrs. Aisner to rise to the top and to be the Assistant Principal of the Year is an amazing recognition. I'd like to congratulate you, Susie. I know that you are well deserving of this honor. And you know, I think maybe everybody might like you to just say something.
Kind of a little caught off guard. To do something that is a calling and that's a passion for a lifetime, and to do it here in West Bloomfield with the best of the best, where my kids have graduated, where I graduated. My first leadership class was with Barb Filka here in West Bloomfield High School with the incredible team of educators and administrators and the students that are undeniably the best of the best is such an honor. And then to be recognized on top of that, I feel like the only reason that I may be here is because of all of you, and I just thank you so much.
Ms. Spazio, would you like to come up and just say a few words as well?
Well, I think we can all agree that there is no one in the state more deserving than this award than Ms. Aisner. I just met your mom, and she gave me some liquid gold. You've been a cheerleader for this district, figuratively and literally. She's a cheerleader since her days as being a student. So to come back and serve your community, there's no more noble profession than to do that. Susie Aisner is a friend to everyone, a foe to no one. She works every single day on behalf of this district, putting students first in all that she does. She's what Zaretta Hammond calls a warm demander. She has high expectations of everyone around her, but there's no one who loves more on our students and on our administrative team and on our teachers than Ms. Aisner. It's been an absolute pleasure to work alongside of you. I hope to do it for a long time, and I hope you enjoy this with your family because obviously they have a part in this and making sure that you had the support and care to be able to give so much of your time and dedication to this district. So congratulations again.
So we like to do the initial announcement and surprise at the school, but Mrs. Aisner will be invited to our summer conference at the Grand Traverse Resort this summer, where she'll be recognized in front of her colleagues at our EdCon conference. And she is going to receive a ring from Jostens that will rival the Super Bowl ring. It will be her Assistant Principal of the Year ring, which is pretty sweet. And she'll be representing all of you as she takes that award in front of all of her colleagues in the state. So thanks. I'm sorry to send you back to class now, but thanks for being part of this announcement.
Thanks, Wendy. Appreciate
Family and any administrators, board members, we'd like to take some group pictures.
A big day at West Bloomfield High School. Susie Aisner named the Assistant Principal of the Year in the state of Michigan. A huge honor for her. We learned this news, as you did today, live from West Bloomfield High School in their auditorium. We have Dave Scott on site. We'll hear from some of the key people in all this. Of course, Susie Aisner, who I had a chance to talk to earlier on in this week about just the honor of being a finalist and now being named the Assistant Principal of the Year for the entire state of Michigan by her colleagues. It's an immense honor. We heard her talk about how special it is for her to have achieved this honor at West Bloomfield High School, her alma mater, her kids' alma mater, her inspiration from way back in the day in her first leadership class that she took at West Bloomfield High School, and also what we hear from so many of our educators that have a persistent career and stay in one place or come back home to the school that they once called their home school themselves and lead the next generation. That it's a calling. It's something that's special to their heart. And you could see in the emotion of the moment that Susie Aisner really did feel something special in being named for that honor and receiving that honor. And I had a chance to talk to her earlier on in the week on the Splash Live. Great interview with her, great conversation. I suggest you watch that on civiccentertv.com for more information. In the meantime, we go back out live to Dave Scott at West Bloomfield High School with more insight on today's special announcement. Dave.
All right, Dave Scott back here, West Bloomfield High School at the auditorium. Students are very quickly back to class, but as you can see behind me, quite an event as Susie Aisner is on stage being congratulated right now by a number of people from the administration here in the school and a whole lot more. A very exciting day. Again, Susie Aisner, assistant principal here at West Bloomfield High School, has been announced today as the assistant principal of the year for the entire state of Michigan. Danya Bazzi, superintendent, is here. Why don't we just talk to Danya right now while we're waiting? Superintendent, hello, congratulations, big day, huh?
Thank you. We're really excited for Miss Aisner and her family. It's an incredible honor for her.
Now, you've been in other schools and around this business for a long time before you came here to West Bloomfield. Have you ever had, and I know you're highly decorated yourself, but have you ever had an opportunity to be working with someone who's received this decoration?
This is a first, and there's no one more deserving than Miss Aisner, and we couldn't be happy for her to get this recognition. It's a testament to her dedication to West Bloomfield. As you know, Susie graduated from West Bloomfield High School.
She did, because I was talking to my boss earlier today, and if you were once a student of none other than Dave Alberry, then you probably have an amazing career in front of you, of course, except me. But no, I mean, we're so proud of the people that have come through here and continue to serve our community.
Yes, she serves her community. Her family is a part of this school community. She's Team WB through and through, and there's no one who gives more care to our students than Miss Aisner at the high school. They are very lucky to have her. We are lucky to have her, and it's just an absolute honor to be able to work alongside of her.
Now, let's be honest. In a lot of school districts, the assistant principal is like the chief disciplinarian, too. But I'm sure you don't have to do much of that here in West Bloomfield.
No, not as much. But Susie Aisner is really looking at, she does a lot of our counseling work and master scheduling, but more importantly, she does our social-emotional learning curriculum and works with our school counselors very closely. And that's why she is who she is.
Well, it really is a very challenging time. You know, COVID wasn't that long ago, of course, and, COVID had a huge impact on the student community in our country and right here in West Bloomfield, totally changing, the day-to-day activities of a student, and I imagine that there's still some lingering issues as a result of that.
There's always going to be challenges that our students face, and it's our job as a school community to wrap our arms around one another. We face challenges in our own personal life, and there's certainly flows to that. The most important thing is to make sure we have systems in place that support our students and staff, and that's what really sets Susie Aisner apart. She works to make sure that there's those systems in place so that when we do have behaviors or other difficulties that our student body or staff experience, that they have someone to go to.
All right, who's going to win some award next year now? She set the lead here on this, huh?
What I will tell you is we're dedicated to really honoring and recognizing our staff who go above and beyond, and so don't worry, we'll continue to submit and advocate on behalf of our staff.
I hope I haven't stolen you and taken you out of all the pictures going on back there behind us up on the stage.
No, that's all right. I enjoyed speaking to you and speaking about the award, and again, we're just really happy for her and happy for our school community.
You know, and just one other thing to talk about, as long as one extra minute while we wait for Susie and the other dignitaries to come down here, I can't help but note in my backyard over at Civic Center TV, there's a little construction project going on, the all-new Shaco Elementary. Tell us how that's going.
Yeah, so we're just starting off with the demolition phase of the new Shaco Elementary that is set to hopefully open in the fall of 2026. It will be a state-of-the-art elementary. If the community hasn't had a chance to see West Bloomfield Middle School, which is now, this is the third year of operation, you'll start to see what a new design does for the learning environment for our students, and that will give you a little bit of a sneak peek, and I'll give you a tour myself.
All right.
I really enjoyed that. So that construction has begun, and we really are excited for our families who will be able to enjoy that new building once it's completed.
All right, well, a huge congratulations to you and everybody else here at West Bloomfield. It was great to have all the students here too.
Yeah, they have to be a part of it. That's who this is about, and they're probably happier for her, just as happy for her as we are. Yeah.
All right. Tanya, thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right, Susie.
Wendy.
This is Wendy, of course. And Wendy, we know each other. It's good to see you again.
It's nice to see you too.
Wendy, talk a little bit about this amazing award, your organization, and what brought you to Bloomfield today.
Well, the Michigan Association of Secondary School Principals has 1,800 members, and the administrators in West Bloomfield's middle school and high school are all members of the association. And the way that our process works is the school submits an application. It has to be complete with a number of different letters of recommendation from students, from staff, from community members. And then we have a two-committee process. The Michigan Association of Student Councils and National Honor Societies is also part of MASSP, and the students review those applications and kind of help do the initial cut and select the group that becomes then our finalists, and then a group of principals review all of those applications and make the ultimate selection for both our Principal of the Year and Assistant Principal of the Year. So it's super exciting to be able to come here. When I learned that Ms. Aisner was one of the finalists and one of the selections for Principal of the Year, I was really excited because I know she's a 29-year veteran, a graduate of West Bloomfield High School, and just a true, amazing administrator, just the kind of representation that we want. So the exciting thing is she will be coming to the Grand Traverse Resort this summer for MASSP's summer conference, where she'll be recognized in front of her peers statewide, and then she'll go on to compete to be National Assistant Principal of the Year.
Wow, so it's like you're the Michigan representative, and then you go on and continue on representing our state in a national competition. And wouldn't that be great for our community here in West Bloomfield and for the entire country?
Oh, absolutely, and that's the cool thing. We just had last year's Principal of the Year was a finalist in the top 3 nationally.
Nice.
So it is really a great level of recognition, and just something that these principals who work so hard on the day-to-day maybe don't get that feedback and that type of recognition, and so it's just really an amazing opportunity. The last thing that she'll also get, which is super cool, is at the conference, Jostens sponsors this recognition, and they give her a big ring for being Assistant Principal of the Year. So that'll be fun too.
Some people aspire for the Super Bowl ring. Administrators in schools around the state of Michigan, they want that recognition, and something I'm sure this day and what is to follow will be, I'm sure, part of Susie's great memories of our community as long as she lives.
Absolutely. Super
right.
exciting. Thanks for having me. Great to be able to share this news with your community.
No problem. Nice to have you live on Civic Center TV, and I'm sure we'll see you again real soon.
Take care.
Thank you very much. Now we just got to get Susie up here and see if we can persuade her to make her way down. She's up on stage right now talking to students and receiving accolades from all of those here. It's been a great day as Susie Aisner ends up winning the Assistant Principal of the Year recognition here in the state of Michigan. And if it wouldn't, can I just like yell at her for a second and persuade her to come down here? Is that okay on live TV? Everybody says yeah. So, Susie, come on down. We're gonna get Susie on TV here. Eric, she's talking to Eric Pace and Eric Pierce, the one of the principal, of course, of West Bloomfield High School, and the athletic director. And we'll see if we can get here. But what a great day for our district. We were really glad to be able to throw together a live broadcast here at the last minute and come on over. And I think it was also really cool for all of the students here in West Bloomfield High School to be able to pour into the auditorium and to be able to be a part of this event today. So here she comes, the assistant principal, now the award-winning assistant principal of West Bloomfield High School, recognized statewide as the assistant principal of the year. So we'll see if we can get Susie to come on up here. It's kind of, I imagine the ESPN reporters have the same challenge at the end of a football game when the award-winning athletes want to talk to all of their friends. Susie, congratulations. Let me shake your hand. The Assistant Principal of the Year in the state of Michigan. Your thoughts?
It is totally overwhelming. I think I'm so honored. And the thing is, I work with administrators who are so incredible and so amazing that then to be called the Assistant Principal of the Year, like, it's because of the work that I do with them and the kids, and I said that before, like it's everybody all together. It's just such an honor.
We live in a challenging time right now, and Dr. Bazzi said a big part of what you do every day is work with counselors and work with kids to help them not just with the ABCs of education, but helping them with the ABCs of life. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So I have the benefit of being the assistant principal that's in charge of the counseling department. And so the priority is talking to people. I don't have to deal with discipline. I don't have to deal with attendance. I just deal with people. And that helps them with attendance. It helps them with discipline. It helps them navigate life. It's hard, so hard to navigate life right now. So to have the opportunity to really speak with our high school students, to really help them build those skills to navigate life, that resilience, that how do I take a minute out when I need it, that is the crux of the work that we do. And the focus is really on individual students and not just looking at the masses.
Well, and that's the key, I think, in any job is just try to relate to people and be there for them. And clearly you are. Your peers around the state of Michigan have recognized that. That's going to feel good. Now you go to Traverse City in the summer and you're at the statewide conference, which I've been at many times, and it'll be great to have you there. And you know, the possibility of recognizing the state of Michigan and maybe being a national winner.
That is crazy. It's crazy. And it all started here at West Bloomfield High School.
Dave Alberry, I talked to him earlier. He was my teacher in West Bloomfield High School, your teacher in West Bloomfield High School. He sends his regards.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It really, to be in the place where I grew into this person and then to raise another generation to give back, it's so exciting.
All right, well, we'll be following you. Congratulations. I know you want to get back to your friends. Thank you very much. Congratulations. She is the Assistant Principal of the Year, Susie Aisner, here at West Bloomfield High School. So that about wraps it up. Thank you very much for watching here on Civic Center TV. Great job by our entire crew to pull off this live broadcast at the last moment. I want to thank everybody, Calvin and Kevin, and of course, Tyler Keefe back in our studio. And thank you very much for watching. And with that, Dave Scott, I'll send it back to Tyler Keefe in our studios.
Dave Scott along with Jared Clark on site live at West Bloomfield High School. A very special day over there for the entire West Bloomfield High School community. Earlier on this week, we talked to Susie Aisner, one of their assistant principals, about being named a finalist for this prestigious award, and that was just announced a little over a week ago. We had a chance to talk to her just a few days after the nomination, not knowing when that would ultimately be announced, and neither did she. She didn't know when it would be announced. She didn't know it was being announced this morning until they brought her into that auditorium and said it live on Civic Center TV alongside you and I. as we saw this special moment in the auditorium at West Bloomfield High School today. It was a special announcement, I'm told, by Rebecca Fannin from the West Bloomfield School District. In fact, it was really nobody involved except for herself, the superintendent, a couple of the other administrators knew about this going into this event today. They kind of set it up as being a small school assembly, a little bit of a short conference where there'd be a speaker there, and then everybody walks in, takes in that moment, and ultimately the big moment when they presented the Michigan Assistant Principal of the Year award to Susie Aisner. Big congratulations to her and a big thank you to you for staying tuned and for our extended coverage of everything going on in Greater West Bloomfield today as we broke back in to programming after the Splash Live to bring you this very special moment from West Bloomfield High School. For our entire team, including Dave Scott on site, our entire crew on site and back here at Green Media Center in West Bloomfield, I'm Tyler Kieft. Thanks for tuning in to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.